Hello students. In previous video, we have seen about introduction of Fourier series and outsketch of unit 4. And here in this unit 4, that means in Fourier series, we are going to study Fourier series in different intervals. That is already we have seen. So among those intervals, first interval is 0 to 2 pi. So here in the interval 0 to 2 pi, for different types of functions, that means for continuous functions as well as for discontinuous functions, we are going to study Fourier series. So let us discuss that point in this video. Here Fourier series in the interval 0 to 2 pi. Let us see. Here in the interval 0 to 2 pi, the given function may be continuous function and it may be discontinuous function. So how do you identify whether given function is continuous or discontinuous? By observing the given interval. If a given interval is 0 to 2 pi, that means in single bracket if you find 0 and 2 pi, and this expression, right hand side expression is a single expression, then that function is continuous function. This is by observation we can guess whether function is continuous or not. But actual procedure means mathematically you can check whether this function is continuous or discontinuous by finding value of fx at this lower limit and at this upper limit. And in first video we have discussed definition of continuous function. So according to that actual definition we can check. Otherwise here by observation you can find whether given function is continuous or not, because if this is continuous function, this interval is a single interval. If this is discontinuous function, then interval is splitted into two intervals. That means here given interval is 0 to 2 pi, but here if you observe example of this discontinuous function, here fx equal to, that means this right hand side contains more than one expression. Here x is one expression and other expression is 2 pi minus x, and these different expressions in different intervals. That means x in the interval 0 to pi and fx equal to 2 pi minus x in the interval pi to 2 pi. So here interval 0 to 2 pi is divided into two intervals, 0 to pi and pi to 2 pi. Okay, so in this video we are going to discuss one example of continuous function. So here to express any continuous function in the form of Fourier series, we use these formulae. This is formula of Fourier series. Fx equal to a0 by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx plus bn sin nx. Now we have to find values of a0, an and bn using Euler's formulae. So those formulae are a0 equal to, here we obtained a0, an, bn from Fourier series by Euler's formulae. So a0 equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi fx dx, and an equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi fx cos nx dx, bn equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi fx sin nx dx. In all these three formulae, if you observe lower limit is this lower value of this interval and upper limit is this upper value of this interval. So 0 will be lower limit, 2 pi will be upper limit. So using these formulae we have to find values of a0, an and bn. After getting values you have to replace or you have to substitute values of a0, an, bn in this formula of fx to get Fourier series. If given function is a discontinuous function, then formula of a0, an, bn will be written in this manner. Here fx no change, fx equal to a0 by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx plus bn sin nx. but here fx has two different expressions in two different intervals. So while finding a naught, instead of single integration, we have to use two integrals. That means first integration is from 0 to pi fx dx, and second integration is from pi to 2 pi fx dx. So here this fx is nothing but, if you consider this example here, in the interval 0 to pi fx equal to x. So here if lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi, instead of fx you should write x here. And here in the second integral, fx is in the here upper limit is 2 pi, lower limit is pi. So here fx should be the expression which is in the interval pi to 2 pi. So in this second integral, fx will be 2 pi minus x. Okay, so in the same manner, here you have to use an equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to pi fx cos nx dx plus integral pi to 2 pi fx cos nx dx, and bn equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to pi fx sin nx dx plus integral pi to 2 pi fx sin nx dx. So these are the formulae to find a naught, an, bn for a discontinuous function. So as usual, after getting values of a naught, an, bn, you have to substitute those values in this f of x to get Fourier series. Now let us see working method to expand any continuous function as a Fourier series. So here let us see that working method. In this working method, first you have to check whether given function is continuous in the interval 0 to 2 pi. If given function is continuous function, then you have to write these general formulae of fx, a naught, an and bn. These formulae, they carry 1 mark in the final examination paper. So you should mention these general formulae before finding values of a naught, an and bn. So after writing these general formulae, now you have to replace fx by given function. Now here evaluate a naught, an, bn after replacing fx by given function. Now after finding values of a naught, an, bn, you have to substitute those values in the formula of fx to get Fourier series. Now let us see one example of continuous function. Here that example is fx equal to 1 by 4 into pi minus x whole square, 1 by 4 into pi minus x whole square in the interval 0 to 2 pi. So here interval is single interval 0 to 2 pi. So this function is continuous function. Now for continuous function, already we have discussed formula of continuous function. So for continuous function, Fourier series fx equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx plus bn sin nx. Now a naught equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi fx dx, an equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi fx cos nx dx, bn equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi fx sin nx dx. Now let us evaluate one by one. First let us evaluate a naught. So here to evaluate a naught, in this general formula, here you should replace fx by given function. Here given function is 1 by 4 into pi minus x whole square. So you have to write 1 by 4 into pi minus x whole square in the place of fx in this general formula. Then we get 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi 1 by 4 into pi minus x whole square dx. Now to integrate this function, we use this general formula, integration of a minus x whole square dx equal to a minus x whole cube by minus 3. So how do you get this? You know formula of integral x raised to n. Integral x raised to n equal to x raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1. But here this bracket contains a minus x, not single term x. That's why here after using x power n, integral x power n formula, you should differentiate a minus x in the denominator. That's why here we got minus 3. Okay, so let us see how do you apply this general formula for our function. Here 1 by 4 is constant, so I have taken 1 by 4 outside, then we get 1 by 4 pi integral 0 to 2 pi. If you write this 1 by 4 outside the integral, only pi minus x whole square remains within the integral. So here integral 0 to 2 pi minus x whole square dx. Now we have to apply this formula here. Here according to this formula, here pi minus x whole cube by, here in this general formula I have written minus 3 directly, but here let us analyze that. How do you get that minus 3? So here pi minus x whole cube by 3 into derivative of this bracket, derivative of pi minus x. That means 1 by 4 pi minus x whole cube by 3 into derivative of pi is 0, derivative of minus x is minus 1. So here within the bracket we get minus 1. Now this gives 1 by 4 pi minus x whole cube by 3 into minus 1, that is minus 3. Now this minus 3 is constant, so you can take it outside. If you take it outside, it multiplies 4. So even this minus sign can be taken outside. So here we get minus 1 by 4 into 3, that means 12 pi, and within the bracket pi minus x whole cube remains. So pi minus x whole cube under the limits 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so before applying these limits, upper limit and lower limit, I have written all constants which are in the bracket outside. Now first apply upper limit, that means within the bracket first you have to replace x by upper limit, that is 2 pi. So minus 1 by 12 pi as it is, then here put x equal to 2 pi first. So pi minus 2 pi whole cube minus, put x equal to 0. So pi minus 0 whole cube. You are familiar with procedure of definite integration. So here this gives minus 1 by 12 pi minus 2 pi is minus pi, so minus pi whole cube minus pi minus 0 is pi, so pi cube. That is equal to minus 1 by 12 pi minus pi whole cube is nothing but minus pi cube, again minus pi cube, equal to minus 1 by 12 pi minus pi cube gives minus 2 pi cube. So here minus 2 pi cube, minus into minus, that becomes plus. Here 1 into 2 pi cube, that is 2 pi cube by 12 pi. So you can cancel these numbers and you can cancel 1 pi, then you get pi square by 6. So pi square by 6 is value of a naught. So instead of using this formula, using this procedure, you can use one more method. Let us see that. Here after writing this, after replacing this function fx, instead of applying this formula directly, you can expand this bracket using a minus b whole square identity. If you expand this pi minus x whole square using a minus b whole square identity, you get pi square minus 2 pi x plus x square dx. Now after expanding this, apply this integration to each and every term which are in the bracket. So 1 by 4 pi outside. Now integral 0 to 2 pi square dx minus integral 0 to 2 pi x dx plus integral 0 to 2 pi x square dx. Now 1 by 4 pi, here pi square is constant, so I have written outside the integral pi square into integral 0 to 2 pi dx minus, in this second integral 2 pi is constant, so you can take it outside of this integral. So 2 pi integral 0 to 2 pi into x dx plus, here there are no constant terms, so integral 0 to 2 pi x square dx. Now to integrate each and every term, we use respective formula. Here integral x dx equal to x square by 2, integral dx equal to x, integral x square dx equal to x cube by 3. We apply these three formulae to integrate these terms. Now 1 by 4 pi, this gives pi square into integration of dx is x under the limits 0 to 2 pi. Now integration of x is x square by 2. under the limits 0 to 2 pi. Now integration of x square is x cube by 3 under the limits 0 to 2 pi. Now for each and every bracket, you have to apply upper limit as well as lower limit. That means 1 by 4 pi, here pi square into, put x equal to 2 pi first. So here 2 pi minus, put x equal to 0. So here in this first square bracket, you get pi square into 2 pi minus 0. Minus 2 pi into the second square bracket gives 2 pi whole square by 2 minus 0. Plus this third square bracket gives 2 pi whole cube by 3 minus 0. So after simplifying these square brackets, we get 1 by 4 pi into pi square into 2 pi cube minus 2 pi into 2 pi whole square means 4 pi square by 2. Here this number will get cancelled, plus here third square bracket 2 pi whole cube, that means 8 pi cube by 3. That is 1 by 4 pi into 2 pi cube minus 4 pi cube plus 8 pi cube by 3. Now 1 by 4 pi, here if you take LCM, here 2 into 3, 6 pi cube minus 4 into 3, 12 pi cube plus 8 pi cube upon 3. So here if you simplify this in numerator, you get 2 pi cube. So 1 by 4 pi into 2 pi cube by 3. So if you cancel 1 pi and this 2 and 4, you get pi square by 6. So we got same value. Here also a naught equal to pi square by 6. Here also a naught equal to pi square by 6. You can use which method? If you feel first method is easy, you can apply, you can use this. Otherwise, you can use even this method to evaluate a naught. So after evaluating a naught, we have to find an. So to find an, we use formula an equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi fx cos nx dx. That is general formula. 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi 1 by 4, fx means 1 by 4 pi minus x whole square into cos nx dx. 1 by 4 I have taken outside. So 1 by 4 pi integral 0 to 2 pi pi minus x whole square into cos nx dx. Now to integrate this, we have to apply UV rule. So before applying UV rule, expand this bracket. So without expanding this bracket also you can apply UV rule. But if you expand this, it will be easy. So here pi square minus 2 pi x plus x square into cos nx dx. Here to expand this, we have applied a minus b whole square identity. Now let us see UV rule. Integral UV equal to uv1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus u triple dash v4 plus so on. Now here to apply this rule, first we have to identify u and v from this integrand. In this integrand, the continuous function, that means here this is cos nx. If you differentiate this infinite number of times, you will get values, isn't it? But here this function is a finite function. That means if you differentiate this thrice, you will get 0. So this function is, consider this function as u and cos nx as v. So u equal to pi square minus 2 pi x plus x square and v equal to cos nx. Now in this formula, u dash, u double dash, u means given u dash means derivative of u double dash is derivative of u dash and so on. So here we have to find derivative of u. So derivative of u is, here derivative of pi square is 0, derivative of minus 2 pi x is minus 2 pi and derivative of x square is 2x. Now again differentiate this u dash, then you get u double dash equal to derivative of minus 2 pi is 0, derivative of 2x is 2. Now third derivative will be 0 because this number is constant. Now let us see v equal to cos nx. Here in this formula, you may observe v1, v2, v3, so on. Here v1 is nothing but integration of v. So here v equal to cos nx, v1 is integration of cos nx dx. So integration of cos nx dx is sin nx by n. Now v2 is integration of v1, that means integration of sin nx by n dx. So integration of sin is minus cos, so here you get minus cos nx by n square. Now v3 is integration of v2, that gives minus sin nx by n cube. Now to apply this formula, you have to replace u, u dash, u double dash, v1, v2, v3 so on by these particular expressions. Now if we apply those in this uv formula, we get here 1 by 4 pi as it is. Now according to this formula, in the place of u, we have written pi square minus 2 pi x plus x square into v1. v1 means sin nx by n. Now minus u dash means minus 2 pi plus 2x, and v2 is minus cos nx by n square plus u double dash is plus 2 into v3 is minus sin nx by n cube under the limits 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so after integration, after applying this uv rule, we have to apply given limits. So here you should write those limits here outside the bracket, lower limit and upper limit. Now here let us simplify the terms which are within the bracket. Here pi square minus 2 pi x plus x square into sin nx by n, here plus, here minus cos nx. So this negative sign and this negative sign, here product of these two negative signs gives positive sign. So here we get plus minus 2 pi plus 2x into cos nx by n square. Here plus into minus 2 into sin nx by n cube under the limits 0 to 2 pi. Now let us apply these limits. Here first we have to apply upper limit, that means put x equal to 2 pi or replace x by 2 pi. So pi square minus 2 pi into 2 pi plus 2 pi whole square into sin 2n pi by n. Okay, plus minus 2 pi plus 2 into 2 pi cos 2n pi by n square minus 2 into sin 2n pi by n cube. So this first square bracket gives upper limit, the terms replaced by upper limit. Okay, now in this second square bracket replace x by 0, put x equal to 0. So here whenever you apply lower limit, you get minus sign in the middle. So upper limit minus lower limit. So minus pi square minus 2 pi into 0 plus 0 square into sin 0 by n plus minus 2 pi plus 2 into 0 into cos 0 by n square minus 2 into sin 0 by n cube. Now after applying upper limit and lower limit, you have to replace these general terms, means sin 2n pi, cos 2n pi, sin 0, cos 0 by their particular values. So what are those particular values? Here sin 0 is nothing but 0. Sin 2n pi, value of sin 2n pi is also 0. Value of cos 0 is 1. Value of cos 2n pi is 1. So here I highlighted these cos terms with pink color and sin terms with blue color. So wherever you find blue color, you should write 0. Wherever you find this pink color, that means cos terms, you should write 1. So here in the first bracket, value of sin 2n pi is 0. So this whole term becomes 0. First term is 0. Plus minus 2 pi plus 4 pi into 1 by n square. Minus, even this term becomes 0. Sin term. So this is 0. Minus, here in the second square bracket, pi square, here sin 0. Value of sin 0 is 0. So first term becomes 0. 0 plus minus 2 pi plus 0 into 1 by n square minus 0. Okay. So this gives 1 by 4 pi into minus 2 pi plus 4 pi gives plus 2 pi. 2 pi into 1 by n square. Here minus into minus plus 2 pi into 1 by n square. That means 1 by 4 pi. Here 2 pi plus 2 pi. 4 pi by n square. That means 4 pi will get cancelled. We get 1 by n square. So here an equal to 1 upon n square. Now let us find bn. Now here bn equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi fx sin nx dx, that is general formula. So instead of fx we have written 1 by 4 into pi minus x whole square sin nx dx. Now as usual here we have written 1 by 4 outside. So 1 by 4 pi integral 0 to 2 pi minus x whole square into sin nx dx. Now expand this bracket, then you get pi square minus 2 pi x plus x square into sin nx dx. Now again we have to apply UV rule. Here u equal to pi square minus 2 pi x plus x square, but v equal to sin nx. So u dash equal to minus 2 pi plus 2x, u double dash equal to plus 2, and v1 equal to integration of sin nx dx, that is minus cos nx by n. v2 is integration of v1, that is integration of minus cos nx by n dx, that gives minus sin nx by n square, and v3 equal to integration of minus sin nx by n square, that is nothing but cos nx by n cube. Now in this UV rule you have to apply u dash, u double dash, v1, v2, v3, so on. So if you apply these values here, we get this integration as 1 by 4 pi into u v1. U means pi square minus 2 pi x plus x square into v1. v1 is minus cos nx by n, minus u dash minus 2 pi plus 2x into v2 minus sin nx by n square, plus u double dash plus 2 into v3 cos nx by n cube under the limits 0 to 2 pi. Now let us simplify this square bracket. So here minus sign is there. You can write this minus sign outside. So minus of pi square minus 2 pi x plus x square into cos nx by n. Here minus sin nx, and here one more minus sign is there outside the bracket. If you multiply these two, you get plus minus 2 pi plus 2x into sin nx by n square plus 2 into cos nx by n cube under the limit 0 to 2 pi. Now let us apply upper limit first, then lower limit. So put x equal to 2 pi, then minus of pi square minus 2 pi into 2 pi plus 2 pi whole square into cos 2n pi by n plus minus 2 pi plus 2 into 2 pi sin 2n pi by n square plus 2 into cos 2n pi by n cube. So in this first square bracket we replaced x by 2 pi. In the second bracket replace x by lower limit 0. So here minus of minus pi square minus 2 pi into 0 plus 0 square into cos 0 by n plus minus 2 pi plus 2 into 0 sin 0 by n square plus 2 into cos 0 by n cube. Now after applying upper and lower limit, you have to write values of cos 0, sin 0, cos 2n pi, sin 2n pi, so on. So as usual, value of sin 0 is 0, value of sin 2n pi is 0, value of cos 0 you know it is 1, value of cos 2n pi is 1. Now let us let us replace sin 0, cos 0, sin 2n pi, cos 2n pi by these particular values. So that gives 1 by 4 pi. In this first square bracket gives minus of pi square minus 4 pi square plus 4 pi square into value of cos 2n pi is 1, so 1 by n, plus here minus 2 pi, here sin 2n pi, value of sin 2n pi is 0, so this total term, middle term becomes 0. So this middle term becomes 0, plus last term is 2 into cos 2n pi is 1, so you get 1 by n cube. Now let us come to the second square bracket. So here minus of pi square minus 2 pi into 0 plus 0 square into 1 by n. Value of cos 0 is 1, so 1 by n. Here this middle term becomes 0 because sin 0 is 0. And this last term is 2 into 1 by n cube. Now let us simplify this. 1 by 4 pi into, here minus 4 pi square plus 4 pi square will get cancelled. You get minus pi square by n, here plus 2 by n cube in first square bracket, and in second square bracket minus of minus pi square by n plus 2 by n cube. If you observe, first and second square brackets, they contain same terms and minus sign in the middle. Okay, between these two square brackets there is a negative sign, and this Two square brackets, they contain same terms. That means difference between these square brackets is 0. So this total value is 0. So value of Bn is 0. Now after finding values of A0, An and Bn, we have to write Fourier series. Let us see general formula. General formula of Fourier series is fx equal to A0 by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx plus bn sin nx. Now replace these values, replace these terms a0, an, bn, fx by their particular values. Then we get fx is nothing but given function. Given function is 1 by 4 into pi minus x whole square, which is equal to a0. Value of a0 is pi square by 6. So pi square by 6 upon 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx. An is 1 by n square. So 1 by n square cos nx plus 0 into sin nx. That gives pi square by 6 into 1 by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n square cos nx. That is pi square by 12 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n square cos nx. This is required Fourier series. Thank you. Let us continue one more example in next video.